What's up, guys? Yes, me, Gamer Boy, and welcome to the Murder by Choice Part 20. Well, in the last part where Mrs. Bird saw Jack sneaking around it, but I doubt, but I, I don't know if he's culprit or not, but
Could Jax really be the one behind this?
Once we find Jax, I suggest you stay behind me, just in case.
so it's time to go to the safari suit.
Jax, let us in.
Maybe he's not in?
He might be hiding out. There is only one way to know for sure.
Whoa!
Seems a bit excessive, Sam. Don't you think?
You can send me the bill later. Let's go in.
Great job, Sam. He's not here.
If not for me, we wouldn't have known that.
There was a window!
We probably could have used one of the windows to get in.
Miss Page, do I look like someone who'd crawl through a window?
Excuse me for trying to be resourceful.
Right. Well, Jax is probably somewhere in the mansion. We should split up and look for him.
You guys go ahead. I'll take a look around his room. There might be something here that can explain his behavior. Let me know once you find him.
Will do.
Jax, what are you up to?
Ruben has really outdone himself with this suite.
Never mind.
I can't see what's inside without the magnifying glass.
It's flour. What does it sound? Wait, isn't that Jack's diary?
That's Janet's diary. Did Jax take it from her room? There has to be something else in here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Did Jax smuggle these out of the kitchen? Did Jax? Looks like Jax threw himself quite a pity party. I should grab a photo, just in case.
If this were me, I would literally just coming all over the photos right now.
Oh, I just got a text message.
Drinks for one. Ruben and Handel also Hey, Jax.
We found him like this. He's completely knocked out.
Oh my god!
That explains the empty bottle in his room.
Why on earth would he drink himself into a coma?
I think I have a pretty good idea. Ruben, I found a diary back in his suite.
It's pitiful to see a man in such a state.
Jax.
A diary? Show it to me.
Murdered by Joyce.
It's Janet's. He probably read it.
Janet shared with me some of her thoughts about Jack's way of living before. Nothing pretty there. But they'd already split up. It shouldn't have made him spiral out of control like this.
It's the icing on the cake. I didn't tell you, but a few nights ago, Jack slept with Margot. Yesterday, he confessed to Janet.
Jax, why do you make such stupid choices in life?
Oh my god.
I don't think he can hear you. You should probably repeat it once he sobers up.
People, this is getting us nowhere. It's highly unlikely that this mess is our culprit.
Wait, maybe he saw something?
Perhaps, but he might have seen something during the day.
We should at the very least try to sober him up. Well, until he can speak again.
Any bright ideas on how we can do that?
I have some electrolyte tablets down in the wine cellar. It could help him recover a bit faster. Though, even if he drinks them, it will take some time.
It's better than nothing.
The longer we wait, the more time we give the culprit to do God knows what. We need to restrain the culprit somehow.
I agree.
I agree with the Admiral. We need to limit the culprit's movements.
Well, we could gather everyone in the dining hall. This way, we'll limit the culprit's movements and have eyes and ears on everyone.
With everyone in the same place, we might just be able to figure out who the culprit is.
I guess we don't have much of a choice.
Then it's settled. Sam, let's move Jackson to the dining hall. I'll text everyone to come there too. Carla, in the meantime, could you go grab the electrolyte
Tablets from the wine cellar.
Wait, so that's because we all literally getting into wait, how did I say that?
I'm on it.
We'll handle the logistics here.
Jax.
Meet us in the dining hall afterward.
Jack was walking in the club. Let it go. I really take. I guess I really have to go to the license.
I should probably prep it.
Too.
I need a glass of water. Kitchen it is. There might be some clean glasses.
In the dishwasher.
No glasses on the bottom shelf. Halfway there. Now to fill it up with water and drop one of the tablets in.
Electrical drink.
Done and done. All that's left is to get Jax to drink it.
Wait, did it turn on?
I've prepped the electrolyte drink.
Excellent. Pass it over. I'll make sure Jax drinks every single drop of it.
Carla, please give Samuel the drink.
I should let Jax rest.
What's the holdup? Hand me the drink.
Alright. Yeah,
Miss Page, help me sit him up straight.
Sure.
oh my god.
I need the glass empty, boy. Time to prove your mettle. Good job.
Well, I guess it'll be some time before it takes effect.
Don't hold your breath. Reuben, when is everyone getting here?
I just sent the last message. Hopefully, they'll be here soon.
Wednesday evening. Oh, like 10 minutes or something.
What happened to Jax? Is he all right?
One too many drinks by the look of it.
Disregarding the lump of flesh on the table? Mind explaining what we're all doing here?
I will once everyone's here. But we are missing Janet.
Yeah. Wait. But where is she?
Why is Janet not here? Did anyone see her?
See, I saw her in the backyard earlier. She did look a bit upset.
Q? Why didn't you say anything when we spoke with you before?
I'm sorry, senor. I didn't think it was important.
Did you see where she was headed?
See, Miss Janet went into the jungle for a walk.
What the... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
And she didn't come back?
I don't know.
All right. Everyone, I'd like for all of you to stay in this room for the time being. I'll explain everything afterward.
Of course, Reuben. If we must.
We'll stay here, dear.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Carla, could you come with me to search for Janet?
Of course.
Sam, please keep an eye on everyone until we come back.
You can count on me.
Thank you. Carla, let's go.
Go with Reuben. We'll be fine here.
Let's go, Carla.
If you need me, I'll be here.
I should let Jax rest.
Yeah.
I hope Miss Janet is okay.
It's such dreadful weather. I hope Miss Lim didn't wander too far off.
I hope.
I guess there's no end to this drama.
So, where was it headed to? Oh, into the jungle.
Janet, I hope nothing bad happened to her.
Oh my god. We'll find her.
Don't worry, Reuben. Janet's fine. She's out there somewhere.
I hope you're right, Carla. If something's happened to her,
Then we shouldn't stand around here for too long. She might have gone in deeper.
I'll find her, no matter what.
Last Supper. While I was busy trying to solve Jack's with Devil's Holiday, Reuben takes everyone taking together in the dining hall to figure out who the culprit was once and for all. Everyone except for Janet showed up. She didn't reply to any of the either. Where could she be? He was the last to see her today. She went to the jungle. No one saw her come back. I hope she's okay.
I'll find her. Janet! Are you here?
Janet!
Janet! Can you hear us?
Damn it. She's not here. She would have responded already. We need to keep looking.
Wait, maybe in the lighthouse?
Maybe she's in the lighthouse?
You go check it. I'll make sure she's not in the nearby house.
All right. Let's do this.
I'll find her, no matter what.
Wait a minute, Seth. What the?
Why would someone do this? Could Janet be in there? I can't take it off. I need wire cutters. I can't take it off. Maybe there are wire cutters in the shed?
All less. A bug. I got wire cutters. The wire cutters, baby.
I couldn't find Janet. Did you check the lighthouse yet?
No. Someone jammed the door handle with a metal wire. I think Janet might be inside.
And in danger. We need to get there right now.
I'm working on it.
Let's not waste another second and get inside.
Let's do this thing.
Let's not waste another second and get inside.
Wait. Oh my God, Janet!
Janet!
Carla? Ruben?
Carla, we need to cut Janet loose.
Leave it to me. I should look for something to cut.
Janet, I'm so glad you're alive.
I should look for something to cut the rope with.
Wait, did I just say? Oh no. Party now.
Carla, cut Janet loose, please.
Wait.
I'm so happy you're okay. I was worried sick. Who did this to you?
I don't know. Everything happened so fast.
Maybe you can take us through it step by step. Why did you go into the jungle by yourself?
I came here not long after I caught Ruben rummaging through my room. I just couldn't bear being shut up inside those four walls anymore. So I went for a walk. While I was out here, someone snuck up behind me and knocked me out. Next thing I know, I wake up, tied up.
You probably need to be examined. You might have a concussion. I'll text Catherine and tell her to be ready.
Before we go back, Janet, mind if I ask you a few more questions?
Of course. I'll help any way I can.
Any idea why someone would do this to you?
I really have no clue.
Maybe something happened during the day?
Well, I ran into Margot and gave her a piece of my mind for sleeping with Jax.
Whoa. But how did it go?
That can't have been much fun. How did it go?
I mean, she basically apologized for her actions, and that was it. It didn't really escalate any further.
The most important thing is that you're alive and safe. I've contacted Catherine, so let's head back to the mansion and get you checked over.
Okay. I just want this nightmare to be over. Is that too much to ask?
Don't worry. Today, we'll find a culprit, and we're gonna end this once and for all.
We should get Janet back into the mansion.
Yeah.
Catherine, could you start examining Janet?
I'm on it.
Mind explaining what exactly happened out there?
We found Janet tied up in the lighthouse. Someone attacked her.
Monsieur? Oh my. No need to worry.
Janet's gonna be fine after a good night's rest.
Thank you. Janet's attacker is probably the same person who stole all the files on Project Genetica. The one who murdered Freddy and Portia. Whoever it is, they're still here among us.
Yeah, we are ending this.
We gathered all of you here to get to the bottom of this once and for all. No one will leave this place until the culprit is identified.
Or we will kill you.
Damn straight. Now why don't we get started?
Right. As you all know, I've been looking into all the incidents and murders that took place during our stay here. From the clues I've gathered, I believe I'm very close to uncovering the culprit's identity. I'm certain that once I've gone through all the evidence one more time, we'll be able to determine the culprit.
Let's begin with Lucas's death then.
Sure. At first, we thought Lucas slipped and fell by accident.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case. From the state of his body, it seemed that he had been in a fight before he died.
If I remember correctly, we found out his knuckles were freshly bruised.
Correct.
That's right. We also noticed Lucas's suit was ripped. By that point, I was already suspecting Freddy was involved somehow. I found one of Freddy's pins by the pool. Besides, he had a bad limp around that time too, but there was no real proof, since the pool patio's security footage of the incident was missing.
Yeah, until the culprit deleted the footage.
Except that in one of the remaining frames, I noticed Lucas was talking to someone. So I questioned Mrs. Bird about it afterward. She was the first to find the body after all.
But what did she tell you?
Could you tell everyone?
Wait a minute, guys. Mama was calling. Alright.
Mrs. Bird told me she escorted Freddy to his room.
Yes. And then I went to finish tidying the Starship suite.
Also known as Dr. Cat's room.
Thanks to the Admiral's chat with Mrs. B, I ended up questioning Freddy later. Freddy claimed he saw Q fighting with Lucas by the pool. So, we checked the greenhouse security footage during the time of the incident. Q was there. He couldn't have done it.
Yeah, and the Freddy was the one who killed Lucas.
That's the moment we realized Freddy was lying through his teeth.
We went to confront Freddy in his room, but he was gone. Instead, we found his notebook, which confirmed our suspicions. Freddy had murdered Lucas.
That's when we all split up into teams and went to search for Freddy.
We found him, lying dead at the bottom of the well in the abandoned house.
Yeah. Still no one deserves like this to go on like this.
But his death was no accident.
Dear, how can you be certain it wasn't an accident?
The well's lid was barred by a steel pipe.
Yeah, it cannot be done to itself. It was the culprit.
Someone wanted to make sure Freddy couldn't get out in case he survived the fall.
Or
There's also another very important piece of the puzzle. I believe Freddy was being blackmailed and manipulated by someone in this room.
And what did they use to blackmail Freddy with?
The camera footage of Lucas's death, which we thought had been deleted. In the heat of the fight, Freddy accidentally pushed Lucas. Lucas tripped and fell backward, hitting his head on the corner of the pool. And you know the rest. I believe the culprit used this footage to their advantage by transferring it onto a USB key before they deleted it from the system. They probably approached Freddy after that. I think they blackmailed Freddy using the footage, making him their puppet.
oh my god.
It's an interesting theory, Ms. Page. But where's the proof? Where's the USB key?
Carla gave it to me before. I can confirm the USB key is real.
And it belongs to the culprit.
Fine, but the USB key with the security footage didn't appear out of thin air. Where did you find it?
In Jax's suite. I know that doesn't look good for Jax, but I think it was planted there.
And I remember that day when I confronted Jax alone. Ingrid and I got burst out of laughing. I could laugh nonstop.
On what basis?
The USB key was lying on the floor, partially hidden, as if it was lost. But I don't believe the culprit would be careless enough to lose something so important.
It does sound suspicious, I'll give you that. All right, so if Freddy was being manipulated, what exactly did he have to do for the culprit?
I'm sure that Freddy was made to scout out the lighthouse to find the best vantage point. I found a torn map showing the way to the lighthouse in his room.
He tried to get rid of the map?
He ripped it up and tried to burn it. Thankfully, he didn't do a good job.
Yeah.
In any case, when I found the map, I decided to investigate the lighthouse myself. That's where I found the military-grade binoculars.
And you're sure Freddy was in the lighthouse because?
By the binoculars, there was also an empty bottle of Freddy's favorite wine.
Yeah.
I'm sure he spent the night there. Most likely, he was involved in some of the other incidents as well.
One thing's still not clear to me. If Freddy was being manipulated by the culprit, why was he murdered?
I believe Freddy found leverage against his blackmailer. And I think that ties directly in with your poisoning, Ruben.
Miss Page, why don't you explain how you reached this conclusion from the beginning?
Of course. After Ruben collapsed during our first dinner together, we started investigating what happened. Dr. Cat ran tests on Ruben that revealed a poison or venom of some kind in his system. At the time, we thought he'd been poisoned by the food or wine, but we ran further tests with Dr. Cat and found no traces of poison in them.
We hit a wall back then, without any further leads to investigate. Until
I had a delayed allergic reaction on my hand.
Yeah.
Which, after analysis, led us to the conclusion that the poison got into your system through your skin.
And how does this relate to Freddy's murder?
It's part of this ring I found on Freddy that makes me suspicious. The same ring that was used to poison you.
A poison ring? Seems like something straight out of my books.
No fiction here, just facts.
Yeah.
We found out about the ring thanks to another USB key the culprit left behind in Portia's laptop.
It just looks like an ordinary ring to me.
This button here opens the compartment where the poison was stored.
Yeah.
Can I have a look at it?
Of course. I believe Freddy got his hands on part of the ring and used it as leverage against our culprit, which, in the end, cost Freddy his life.
Yeah, some idiot pushed the culprits pushed Freddy into the well.
You said Freddy had a part of it, but what you showed us was a full ring. Was it not?
I mean, the real truth is, I just really want to know why culprit is blackmailed Freddy.
The other part, the sapphire, I found mixed in with the tablecloth in the dryer.
While I was following Portia's order.
I believe the murderer lost the sapphire while poisoning Ruben, and it went through the washing machine with the tablecloth. This led me to believe Ruben was poisoned during dinner.
Isn't it possible Ruben was poisoned earlier?
Unlikely. Some of the poison compounds we identified are very quick to take effect.
I had contact with everyone in the room during the dinner. Anyone could have sprayed it on me.
doesn't that leave the possibility that Freddy could have plotted to poison Ruben and done the deed himself?
First of all, Freddy's dead. Even if he did do it, too many things don't add up. The security footage kept on the USB key, him carrying a part of the ring in his pocket. And I'm sure someone would have noticed Freddy wearing such a flashy ring during dinner.
So your conclusion is that Freddy couldn't have poisoned Ruben?
That's right. All of the heinous acts from that point on were carried out by the person who killed Freddy. Their main objective from the start was to get information on Project Genetica. That's probably why the poison Ruben was sprayed with wasn't lethal.
Yet, Ruben was almost died.
He was kept alive in case the culprit couldn't find any information on the project.
Yet Portia was the one who ended up paying the ultimate price.
Portia's death was a consequence of the culprit trying to get their hands on Genetica.
Wait, so let me just get this straight. So Portia, there wasn't just any related to Jax or Janet or whatever. It's because Portia might found already culprit until then culprit killed her.
I believe Portia caught the culprit off guard while they were hacking into her laptop. From the evidence I found, I believe it happened something like this.
What are you doing here? You!
Oh my god. Overkill.
I believe that after shooting Portia, the culprit ran away, worried that someone had heard the shots. While investigating the crime scene, I also found a cartridge that seemed to be from a handgun. That's when I decided to check Lucas's gun, which the Admiral was keeping hidden at the time. The number of bullets missing from it was the same number Portia was shot with. It was the murder weapon.
Yeah.
Does that mean the Admiral is the murderer?
Calm down. I didn't kill anyone.
Yeah, he didn't kill anyone. Just calm down, Janet.
Someone stole it from my room, and after committing the crime, put it back in there to frame me.
He couldn't have done it. The Admiral and Q were in the backyard around the time Portia was murdered.
See, the Admiral was with me.
What about Janet? She was in the room with Portia's body when Ruben found them.
But she was unconscious.
We found her unconscious on the floor, with no murder weapon in sight. If she did kill Portia, Janet would have had to put the gun back in the Admiral's suite before returning to the murder scene. It doesn't make much sense, but there's also the culprit's black trench coat, which I found in Janet's suite. The coat's fabric matched the torn piece I found after the Admiral was attacked.
Yeah.
Are you saying it's Janet's?
It didn't fit her, but I'm sure it was planted there to try and throw me off the trail.
And I believe Janet.
Either way, before making any further assumptions, there's something else I need to let all of you know. We discovered that the culprit is part of a secretive, very powerful group of people called the Overseers.
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Consider yourself lucky. Some of the stories I've heard still send shivers down my spine.
I believe most of the stories about the Overseers have a kernel of truth to them. From the information I gathered about them, their roots go back to the 16th century.
Yeah.
Their long history is full of instances where they abuse their power from the shadows to influence governments, even kings.
Sounds a bit far-fetched. You really want us to believe this group still exists and remains active to this day?
I encountered them in my younger days. I saw firsthand what they are capable of. Make no mistake, one of them is in this room.
Yeah. And I promise you, I will find you, culprit. I meant the Overseer.
Oh my!
How do you even know the culprit is one of these so-called overseers?
While investigating the trail left by the culprit, we found an emblem with an eye symbol on it. This emblem is heavily associated with the group. I believe their ultimate goal is to steal the formula for the Genetica serum and exploit it for personal gain and power.
Carla, even if all this is true, it doesn't tell us who the culprit is.
Which is why, before I start pointing fingers, there are some other facts I should mention.
Tech used by the culprit.
The culprit had the technology to hack into Ruben's internal systems. We're talking about infiltrating his messaging network and even Haven's security system. Only someone with a lot of resources would have access to such technology.
Carla, now all our cards are on the table. Do you know who the culprit is?
I think I can narrow down the list of suspects to 2 people.
Go on then.
First of all, it couldn't be Ruben. There's just no motive for him to do any of this.
Yeah.
We can cross Q off too, as he couldn't have poisoned Ruben during the dinner. He wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Also, Q and the Admiral were together when Portia was killed. Neither of them could have murdered her.
Yeah.
Dr. Cat can be taken off the list too, even if her motives for taking the data on Jeannie are questionable.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Cat recovered Ruben.
Poisoning Ruben would have been a waste of her time, as she had to do the most looking after him, leaving little time to search the mansion for any information on the project. Janet did have a motive to kill Portia, and we did find her at the murder scene. But there's no way she could have tied herself up in the lighthouse. I don't consider her a suspect, and Jax is not exactly in a state to be able to pull off any heists either.
Oh my god.
All this leaves only 2 people who could possibly be the culprit. It's Margot or Mrs. Bird.
And it's a hard choice. Oh, wait, oh my god. Oh no. They're both on my relationships either.
Excuse me? It's obviously the cleaning lady, chérie.
I'm innocent. I could never hurt Ruben.
Enough. Miss Page, get to the point. Who is the culprit?
Alright then. So, let me just get this straight for once. So, on the USB key thing, Margot was slapped with Margot. Georgiana was snooping on his room. Like, I don't know whoever it is, but I'm gonna do my spinning wheel thing and find about this. Like, I don't care if I make a big mistake, but my heart is literally beating right now. I swear I'm not lying this time, but so I don't know whoever the culprit is, but they're both my relationship. Oh dear. I'm certain it's Margot.
I have no doubt it's Margot.
Chérie, don't make yourself look bad. It's not me.
Let me go over the facts and everyone else can be the judge of that. Margot, you're linked to Freddy's murder. I found your lighter on his body.
The last time I checked, it wasn't illegal to lend someone a lighter.
Did you give him the lighter to burn the map that led him to the lighthouse?
Yes, Margot.
How should I know? I didn't bother asking what he wanted to do with it.
You also had the opportunity to kill Portia. I saw you on the cameras walking onto the pool patio around the time Portia died.
Yeah.
Because I spilled wine on my shirt and went to change. You confirmed it yourself.
Yeah. And that was the perfect excuse to sneak into the Admiral's suite and grab Lucas's handgun.
Yeah.
You also didn't hear any shots, despite being close to the murder scene.
Nothing you're saying proves that I'm the one behind all this. You're just wasting your breath.
What?
I'm not finished yet.
The boat incident.
You were the first to notice that the boat was on fire, yet you didn't see anyone doing it.
As I said before, I saw the fire explode into the sky, and I ran back in to tell everyone.
So, the culprit was back on the beach?
I guess so.
But Jax was on the beach at the time, and he didn't see anyone as he ran over to the fire.
Then why don't you question him? Maybe he did it.
No, Jax is less of the suspect.
Right. What about today then?
Less of...
What were you doing in the afternoon?
I was in my room most of the time. I barely left it.
So you haven't been in the security room?
No. Why would I go there to begin with?
Jax! Oh.
Hang on a sec. I might not fully understand what's going on, but I'm certain what Margot just said ain't true.
What?
Mind elaborating, Jax?
This afternoon, I saw Margot leaving the security office.
I knew it.
Care to explain yourself?
Please, chérie. You must have drank too much and dreamt it up.
Margot, when I spoke with you today, you were coming up from the basement hall.
So what? That doesn't mean I was in the security office.
Well, if I were in the culprit's shoes and suspected someone had seen me with a stolen file, I'd probably assault them and tie them up too.
Are you insane? How did you jump to that conclusion from me just talking to her?
You're obviously hiding something.
Yeah.
Oh, chérie. I believe you're better at keeping secrets than I am.
Are you admitting that you're culprit and the overseer?
Why hide the fact that Ruben's your father?
Oh my god! How did you find this about Ruben? I mean, Margot. Oh my god.
Carla is Ruben's daughter. I can't say I'm not surprised. But Margot, how do you know this?
I run a media empire, Sam. It's my job to know.
Is Carla really your daughter, Ruben?
It's true. She is. It's a long story, but it doesn't matter right now.
Doesn't matter right now.
I strongly disagree. If you've been hiding something as important as this, what else are you not telling us? Maybe you and your little daughter are the true culprits, scheming behind everyone's backs.
Don't make me laugh.
You must be joking. Do you seriously think anyone's going to believe you?
Yeah.
Right back at you, chérie. You have no proof I'm the culprit.
That's where you're wrong. During my first few days here, when Mrs. B started helping me, she received a handwritten threat.
Oh, on the Saturday.
That was the culprit's biggest mistake. If I compare the handwriting on it with yours, we'll know who's lying.
Sure. Give me a piece of paper and a pen. I'll prove it's not mine.
No need. I actually already have a handwritten note from your notebook.
Is stealing another skill of yours?
If it helps the investigation.
Carla, why don't you use the table to compare notes so everyone can see?
Works for me.
The rescue. Ruben and I took off into the dark to look for Janet. We searched through the distant jungle, all the way up to the lighthouse. When I saw the metal wire wrapped around the lighthouse door's handle, I knew Janet must be up there. We found her tied up on the floor. Apparently, someone sneaked up and knocked her out when she went for a walk. It must have been the culprit, but why would they do this to Janet? Breakdown. Finally, everyone was together in the same place, so we went through all the evidence I found. I talk about Lucas' death and how it was an accident caused by the Freddy, and how Freddy was then blackmailed using the secret footage and was murdered for knowing me too much. Wait. He figured out that who had the poisoned ring belonged to. I also went over how fortunate there was a male question by the culprit, and she probably caught them off the guard. I even told everyone about the overseers. When all this is done, there were only two potential suspects. It's either Mrs. Bird or Margot. Francis is in. I'm certain it's Margot. The evidence is stacked against her. I found her lycra on Freddy's body. She was also caught on the camera near Portia's suite when Portia was murdered. She must have spilled the wine on herself and an excuse to be Mrs. Bird. Go get the utmost gun and search Portia's suite. She even got caught lying about being in secret office today when the last file was stolen. And during everyone's attention, she revealed that Ruben was my father. She even accused us of scheming behind everyone's back. But it's fine. I can prove she's the one behind all.
Miss Page, you got us this far. Take us to the end.
Alright.
Moment of truth, Carla.
Please, get this over with.
I will.
Whatever happens, I'm on your side, Carla.
I should let Jax rest.
Could Miss Margot really be the murderer?
Please, do your worst. I'm not afraid. I'm innocent.
Oh my.
I know. Wait. And Margot's not either.
Please, do your
Comprehend writing. Move Margot's note to overlay the letters with the ones on the threat note. When all letters match each the other, they'll highlight it. It's time to skip it.
It's the same handwriting, Margot.
All the evidence points to you, Margot. So you're the culprit all along. You're the overseers. I goddamn it knew it.
Are you people going to take her at her word? She's not an expert. How can she tell?
If you're not the culprit, then there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
We'll sort this out.
Margot? It's a handgun! No! Admiral!
No one likes a hero, Sam.
Samuel!
Reuben. Take another step, and you're dead.
Margot, how could you? Where did you get this gun from?
Margot.
Reuben, you should really learn how to hide things better. I found your files, after all. Did you really think I wouldn't be able to find the handgun?
Oh my God.
You should give me more credit.
Margot, you'll pay for this.
Keep it down, Sam. It's not good for your health to get so worked up.
He needs treatment or he'll bleed to death.
Maybe Admiral's dead already.
Don't try anything stupid. As long as everyone behaves, no one else will get hurt. But kudos to you, Carla. I thought I'd get away scot-free. Not that it matters much. The only thing you've accomplished, really, is spelling out your own demise. Now, someone pick him up and let's all go for a little walk to the wine cellar. All of you, get inside the elevator. Well, this was a lovely getaway, Reuben. We should do this more often.
You will pay for this, Margot. I swear I'm gonna kill you to death.
Let's see how long you'll be able to survive down there.
I'm gonna beat you to death.
Farewell.
It was Margot all along.
Oh my God. Gamer, play 7 days in a row. I have found Margot as a culprit.
She's a witch and a goddamn psychopath.
I can't believe it. What on earth just happened? Oh, God. And Sam. I think I'm going to faint.
Just get to the inside room like Critter Hobble, okay? Everything will be just be okay.
Everyone, I know it's a lot to take in, but please try to remain calm. Catherine, what's Sam's condition?
I'll be fine. It's not the first time I've been shot in the line of duty.
Sam, it's not up to you to decide if you're fine. Your wound is no joke. Just be thankful the bullet hit your shoulder and missed any vital areas.
But will he be fine?
Is the Admiral going to live?
Oh my God.
As long as I stop the bleeding, yes. I'm just glad I was able to grab the first aid kit. I have nearly all the necessary equipment to deal with the situation, but I won't have enough bandages to cover the wound once the bleeding stops.
There might be a bandage back in the laboratory.
I can go grab it.
I'll come with you. I need to check Haven's systems in the control room. I doubt Margot would simply leave us down here. Everyone else, please stay here and provide any support Catherine might need.
FISO Cap. I exposed Margot. Her handwriting, master writing on a thread, Mrs. Worsley a few days back. Gliding and scheduled what happened next. Once she almost had Margot conquered, she took out the Lucas handgun and shot the Admiral. She's a psychopath, waving her gun around. She herded us all into Hollywood and sent us to the hidden with no way of getting back. What are we going to do now? Oh my god! I cannot believe Margot is behind this all along.
I hope the Admiral will be okay.
I can't believe Miss Margot was the murderer. Margot's gonna get what's coming to her.
This is insane!
Carla, please go look for a bandage.
Don't worry. Losing a little blood won't kill me.
You go ahead. It'll take a few minutes to check the systems.
Okay, I'll be back shortly.
Check for a bandage in the laboratory.
I cannot believe it. I must be dreaming right now, guys.
I've got the bandages. Any update on Haven systems?
It's not looking good. It's better if we head back to the others. I'll address the situation there.
What's going on?
Just tell me what's going on.
Margot, she sabotaged the ventilation system. We need to fix it, or we'll take our last breath today.
It's worse than I thought.
I trust you have a plan?
I do, but we'll need 3 people for it. Let's head back to the others. I'll explain it there. Let's head back to the others. Everyone, can I have your attention, please? I'm sorry to say, but we have another emergency on our hands. My worries came true. Margot sabotaged the ventilation system. If we don't act now, we won't get a chance to see daylight again.
No, 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 no! Are we all going to die here?
Don't worry.
That crazy woman needs to be stopped.
Could you please stop shouting? I don't need a headache, too.
The situation is indeed dire, but not hopeless. Margot removed my admin rights from the system, but I still have another trick up my sleeve. We can reset the ventilation system with the emergency manual override. However, we'll need a few people to operate it.
You don't need to ask. I'll be your savior.
Jax, it's fine. I'd prefer you stay put and recover your strength.
Sheesh, whatever. What a joke.
At the moment,
I'm as useless as that drunk over there.
Ruben, you know you can count me in.
We still need another person.
Mrs. Bird, are you up for it?
Of course, dear. I might be old, but I ain't planning on dying anytime soon. Ruben, just tell us what to do.
There are 3 air control panels in Haven that we need to override at the same time. Georgiana, your panel is in Genetica Keep's office area.
How will I know which panel I need?
The panel has a ventilation sign in front of it. Carla, your panel is in the creative hub, and I'll go to the 3rd one in the control room. Each panel requires a key to unlock it. Georgiana, I've grabbed yours from the control room. But Carla, the key to your panel is probably somewhere in the creative hub. It should have a blue tag on the keychain.
No worries, I'll find it. Is that all?
Almost. Once you open the panel, you'll need to wait for a signal.
What's the signal?
When the main bulb turns from red to green on the panel, flip the main switch inside.
I think we got it, dear. Shall we head out?
Just give me 1 second. Dr. Cat, before I leave, I've got the bandages you needed.
Oh, thank goodness. This will help a lot.
I have faith in you.
Is this how we die?
You do what you gotta do.
Hurry up, dear. We don't have time to spare.
Give the bandage to Catherine.
Please give me the bandage.
Just hand over the bandage and go already.
Thanks. You better get going now, or it won't matter much if I patch Sam up or not.
Focus on the animal, okay?
Instead of worrying about us, you should focus more on the Admiral's health.
I do, but I'd prefer to know my efforts will not go in vain.
Don't worry, they won't.
Georgiana, Carla, let's go.
I have faith.
Is this...
You
You can leave Sam in my hands.
Go already, before we all suffocate.
Locked below. This is insane. The Admiral was bleeding out in front of everyone. Thank goodness Dr. Grab grabbed the first aid kit before Marco locked us down here, so she was able to stop the bleeding. Unfortunately, Marco was on far from her. Marco sabotaged the veterinary system. Don't let Marco suffocate.
First things first, I need to find the panel key. I think I've got the right key. Now I need the panel. I'm getting lightheaded. I should hurry up. It's locked. Come on then. Where's the signal? I need to wait for the green light to turn on. I really hope that worked.
Go back to the entrance hall.
Everyone, the mission was successful. We managed to override the ventilation system. We are no longer in immediate danger.
I never doubted you, senor.
Oh, thank God. At least one thing went right.
I knew you'd all get it done.
I'm just glad I could help.
Y'all did well, but what took you so long?
Jax, you better keep your mouth shut until you sober up.
Why don't we all just take a breather for a moment?
Look, I don't want to get and blah blah this time. We need to stop Margot.
We can't just relax. We need to stop Margot.
And we will. But simply rushing head on without a plan won't help anybody.
I'm with Catherine on this.
Can we just please talk about something that doesn't involve murder? Like Ruben. Why didn't you tell anyone about Carla being your daughter?
Actually, he told me.
What? Why did you tell him and not me?
Look, at the time, Carla accused Jax of having Lucas's murder security footage in his room. He was furious about being blamed and could not understand why I was on her side. I had no options but to tell him the truth to avoid any further conflict between them.
Look, I swear I didn't need to.
You didn't need to protect me. I'm sure Jax and I would have sorted it out.
Huh, right. Who knows how it would have gone down if he didn't.
The point is that I wanted to tell everyone when the time was right. But under these circumstances, it wasn't something I could even consider.
To be fair, I found out only today.
I don't even know what to say. I can only imagine what a surprise it must have been for you. How are you feeling knowing Ruben's your father?
Well, crap.
Honestly, I'm glad I got to meet my biological father. I just wish it happened under different circumstances.
So do I, Carla. My only hope is that we'll be able to build a relationship at the end of all this.
Sorry to burst your lovely future family bubble, but what's our next move here?
We get out of Haven and apprehend Margot.
Right. Let's assume we managed to capture her. What then? We still have the overseers to deal with. They won't let us simply walk away from all this.
We have this wall.
Basically, Reuben was keeping tabs on the overseers for a really long time. He encountered them back in his younger days. I believe they almost made him go out of business. Since then, he started gathering information on them and storing it in a book. In the book, there is a list of people associated with the overseers.
I also have evidence gathered about bigger incidents that they were directly involved in, but I don't know the names of the top members in their group.
I have more questions about all of this, but it can wait. Even with all this information, without identifying the heads of the group, we won't be able to stop them.
Well, if we somehow capture Margot and make her give up the group leaders' names, wouldn't we have a chance of taking down the overseers for good?
It's a possibility, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we need to find a way out of Haven.
Saying that, could we override other parts of Haven manually to get out of here? Like the elevator?
No, it's impossible to do it from the inside.
What about the vents? They lead outside, right?
That might actually work, but the ventilation system will be complex to navigate through. We'll also need the ventilation blueprints to find a possible route to the surface.
Where are they right now? Tell me.
Okay, it's a start. Do you have the blueprints for the vents down here?
Yes, they should be stored somewhere in the vault.
Great. I'll go and find them.
All right, please do. In the meantime, I'll determine the best point of entry into the vents.
We live to fight another day.
So we're not dead. That's nice.
For the time being, why don't we focus on getting out of here?
You're strong, Carla. Just like your father.
Let's take it one step at a time. Find a way out of here first.
I knew we could trust you and Senor Navarro to keep us alive.
Yeah. Out of breath, Reuben always has a plan. To undo Margot's ploy, Mrs. Bird, Reuben, and I have the same result with the season on 3 separate panels. With a bit of cooperation, he did it, and it feels so gone and brave and in the fresh air again. A celebration will have to wait though. It's time to go on the offensive. We need to find a way to skip it and capture Margot. Wait. Oh. It's at the wall.
Sweet! I think that's what we needed.
It's time to go back to everyone.
I got the blueprints.
Good. We should be able to enter the vents from Genetica Keep, but they're quite narrow. Most of us won't be able to squeeze through.
What are you proposing?
The best plan is to send one person in and have them unlock the elevator from the outside. But the only ones who can probably move in the vents are Janet, Carla, or Catherine.
Apologies, Reuben. I don't handle small spaces well. I wouldn't reach the surface.
Wait, what if I say Janet?
Maybe Janet? She's the smallest of the group.
I regret this right now. I really don't want to traumatize the child right now.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I'm going out there alone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, Dad, okay, so I didn't mean to put into like child. Maybe you're the smallest, but you're still older than me, Janet.
As expected. Okay, that just leaves me then.
Are you sure, Carla? It's going to be dangerous.
I will leave. Bye.
Don't worry. I can take care of myself.
I wish we didn't need to do this at all. But there aren't any other options.
Yeah.
Let's just go to the creative hub. We can spread out the blueprints there and determine a path to the surface.
Good luck, dear.
If anyone can do this, it's you.
Time to shine, Carla.
Let's go to the creative hub.
Be brave, and more importantly, stay safe.
Miss Page, you've got this.
I got this.
You're our only hope, Carla.
You all believe me? Let's go! Let's go!
Place the blueprints on the table. Place the blueprints on the table.
Use it at the times. When blueprints, rotate and place the ventilation skin layers in the middle of the blueprint. Link all of them together to form a custom netted ventilation system.
Great! All that's left is to mark the entrance and the exit.
I'd better grab a photo of the map. It'll probably come in handy. Okay, I think I'll know how to navigate my way out.
This exit should lead you out somewhere by the beach. But if you get lost in the vents, just come back, okay?
Good luck. I won't take risks, okay?
I'm not planning on taking any risks. If I get lost, I'll come back.
That's what I wanted to hear. But promise me, once you're outside, you'll avoid Margot at all costs.
I'm sorry, but no promises.
I can't promise you that. Who knows what might happen up there?
Carla, fine. All I want is for you to stay alert when you're outside.
And I will. So once I'm out, what comes next?
You'll need to unlock the elevator and send it down here for the rest of us.
Sure. And how am I supposed to do that?
By using the panel in the wine cellar, you should be able to access it.
Wait a minute. Show?
What do you mean by should be able to access?
Well, the panel operates independently of the Haven system. So I hope that Margot didn't mess with it and it's still accessible. One more thing. Here's the code you'll need to input into the panel.
That's everything, right?
I believe so. I guess it's time for you to go. Let's head into Genetica Keep.
To escape, we figured out the only way to get to the surface was through the winds, and after studying the blueprints, we made asserted there was a path leading us to the beach. Ruben is in place that will come there alone.
This is it. Let's go to Genetica Keep. Here's the widest entrance point into the vents, right above me.
Seems a bit high up.
How will I reach it?
It's not a problem. I'll lift you up.
Sounds good. Let's do this.
I'll lift you up.
The lid is screwed shut.
Damn it. Wait.
It's a no-go at the moment. I'll need something to unscrew the lid first.
Any ideas?
There might be a screwdriver back in the laboratory. I'll go take a look.
All right.
I'll look around here then.
Why would I say that?
Not my preferred choice, but I should be able to unscrew the lid with it.
Bad luck. I haven't found a screwdriver.
No worries. I think I got it. I'll use a coin to unscrew the lid.
Good thinking. Let's get you up there. Go on then. One last time. I'll lift you up.
Here goes nothing.
How is it? Are you able to move?
It's cramped, but not as bad as I thought. I should be good to go.
Stay safe.
Alright then. Wait. Do I really have to get the black screen forever? I'll restart the game, guys. Alright guys, I'm like, wait. So van navigation. Navigate through the ventilation system and reach the exit. To navigation, discard the cables linked to them. Let's just skip it. Oh.
This should lead to the exit. All I need is to climb it now. No biggie, I hope. Time to get to work.
Yeah. Alright guys, then the next part is the finale, and it might be the longest than this one. So guys, we'll see you again in the last part.
That's the last chance to get off the island. Gone.
Yeah. Wait, is it the first day already?
That's the last chance to get off the island. Gone.
Yeah. We're gonna all have to do Monster World. So see you in the final part. So bye!